Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're going through Superman issue 90 and the second story, Superman's Secret Past. What kind of secrets are we going to discover? Absolutely none of them. There are no secrets in this story. It's actually a ridiculous title for what they're going for here. I guess if you're learning that Clark Kent is Superman, that would be his secret past, but there's nothing really new here given to us. There is some flashbacks to baby Superman, or I guess Super Baby and Superboy, but none of that is entailed in anything we wouldn't already have guessed or known. It's homecoming in Metropolis, and Superman and Clark have to show up. No one's going to put two and two together there that as soon as they left for Metropolis, Superman showed up to Metropolis. Well, luckily Lois didn't come along for this. Now, the actual problem here is a historian has bought the Kent's house and might be able to figure out who Superman is because there is a secret safe in the wall that holds mementos that would show Clark is Superman, or was Superboy specifically for that time. And Clark apparently missed this. Now, there is some excuse because he can't see through lead and the safe is made from lead, but with his x-ray vision, he should have still seen a lead box in the wall. Not being able to see into it, but still a lead box, and rip it open to see, make sure there's nothing in there that would pose a problem for him later. So this is really on him. So what this story actually becomes is a lot of busy work for him, either trying to distract the historian by destroying the house, even though he could just break in there and take the contents of the safe whenever he wanted to. But that's not very Superman of him. Though I wouldn't say that's not exactly outside the realm of 50 Superman. Definitely wasn't outside the realm of 40 Superman. 40 Superman would have just done it, especially very early, late 30s to early 40s Superman would have just taken that safe. There's also a lot of busy work with him having to get people who were supposed to come to the homecoming and got stuck somewhere, including a ship that's stuck in like an iceberg. So like I said, a lot of busy work because the story wasn't built to have a lot of action scenes. And when you read a Superman story, you want to see him actually do things with his powers, and there wasn't anything for him to do with his powers. So that's sort of your fatal flaw of this story. But I do kind of like the sweet ending, which is a reverse for me not liking anything that's happening in the beginning of the story and then having an ending I quite like. As we know, I don't particularly like most Superman comic endings at this time because they just kind of happen and there's no build up to them. They're fairly unsatisfying. This one's a bit satisfying. Maybe not to the story it is, but to Superman lore, I guess. You see, Superman first saves the historian, which the historian then says, you know what, I'm not going to read any of this stuff I've collected, so his identity is safe. That's a nice little ending there. But as he goes to the homecoming has a special ceremony where they're revealing a portrait of the Kents in City Hall as they will be lovely remembered, which ends up being a lovely little moment of how important the Kents were to Smallville and to Clark. Remember, they're dead originally until like the Donner film really made them more important to the lore. They may have become right before the Donner film, but they weren't particularly all that big to his lore, other than they existed and taught him the values that Superman stands for. So it's a lovely little moment for the Kents. I really wish the story would have been more about like the importance to the Kents to him. I mean, we get those flashbacks, but they're few and far between when the story is more focused on the busy work. I mean, if you really want that, you should be reading the Superboy comic where they actually still exist. Okay, that is it from Superman 90, Superman's Secret Past. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notification when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the man of tomorrow. And how many people's portraits are in City Hall? What's with this ceremony for people? I like the idea, but you're going to run out of room very quickly. Okay, have a great day.